welcome to Today on 2. It is Friday, the 22nd day of February, the day we used to celebrate George Worthington's Wash Day, or something like that. Anyway, Washington's birthday on the 22nd of February. Now we have President's Day, and we come all together, I guess. Well, let's see. Let's start with the weather forecast. Was it raining when you came in this morning?
It was sprinkling just a little bit, yes.
Yep, it was kind of drizzling when I came in. Our weather brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet on Cherokee Avenue. Here's the weather almanac for today. Our average high temperature is now 60. The average low is 33. The record high is 78 in 1980, and the record low 5 degrees in 1963. Sunset this afternoon at 5:38. Sunrise tomorrow morning at 6:23. There's the satellite picture, and boy, do they get snow up north.
Oh, yes.
About 1.5 feet in some places in Kansas, I guess. That's now headed out east. The rain that came through our area, you can see, has moved on to the east. And we'll see what the forecast looks like for today and the weekend. Still a slight chance of showers or thunderstorms today, a high of 62. For tonight, 40% chance of showers and thunderstorms, low of 38. More of the same for tomorrow with a high of 58. Sunshine returns on Sunday with a high of 59. And then we get back to a chance of rain every day. Monday high of 59, Tuesday 52, Wednesday 53. So a little bit below normal temperatures with a chance of rain each day. Springtime weather, I guess, even though, well, we're going out of February into March.
Yes.
We have been talking all this week about winter weather or severe weather preparedness.
That's right.
And talking about the shelters that are available in Coleman County. Here's what we have.
Yes, our community shelters and safe places here in Coleman are located at the Garden City Town Hall, the Vinemont Providence Stations 1 and 2, the Chapel Village Housing, that's Highway 271 in Jones Chapel, also the Fairview Housing or Federal Housing, the Dodge City Town Hall basement, the Coleman County Courthouse basement, and the City of Hanceville also has 3 locations. So if you hear a threat of severe weather, try and get to one of these places if you don't have a safe place to go.
Have you found parking to be difficult at Wallace this week?
No. Oh, the basketball tournament.
Yes.
Up on my end, no, but I'm sure when you go down into the deeper side of campus, it'll be bad.
Yep, you get around Tom Drake Coliseum. It is a busy, busy time. This is one of my favorite weeks of the year, to go down and watch a lot of good basketball. Not as many Coleman County teams this year as we have seen in the past. How did Hanceville come out last night, Ted? You know? They lost? Okay. Cold Springs girls play this afternoon.
I'm sure that's going to be an excellent game. Cold Springs always has a really great basketball team.
Yes,
they are just very talented group of athletes.
If they win, they go to the state tournament. And so anyway, that's been going on. Let's see, who's our Facebook friend for today?
Our Facebook friend of the day today is Danny Key, and he likes country music and bowling. So thank you, Danny, for being our Facebook friend. If you would like to be our Facebook friend, all you have to do is log on to Facebook and friend us, Channel 2 Coleman.
And this is Friday. That's politics on Today on 2, and we'll turn things over to the political panel right after this.
At Premier Bank, we are very proud of the long-lasting relationships we have with our customers. We'll go almost anywhere to meet your banking needs.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Meet the KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop. It might just change the way you cook. Induction technology heats the pan and not the cooking surface to offer you a new level of precision, speed, and energy efficiency. 9 settings give you different levels of heat to achieve precise temperatures and amazing responsiveness. Water boils in just seconds, making this the fastest to boil induction cooktop available. The KitchenAid 36-inch induction cooktop.
Life lived in black and white is not a life lived. Today, I choose color. To see it. To feel it. To be in it. To be upon it. And to live a life surrounded by it. Today, I put on a fresh coat.
And welcome to That's Politics. We're hoping to have Senator Paul Bussmann join us this morning. We haven't heard from him yet, but we suspect that maybe he can come in a little bit later. The legislature has its hands full on a number of issues. Mr. Drake, you were talking earlier this morning about the governor's plan and bill.
I want to commend the governor and say he's doing a good job. He's doing an outstanding job, in my opinion. He promised the people of Alabama that when they borrowed this money from the oil and gas trust fund, that they would try to pay it back, and he's doing just that. That was the first bill that they passed this time in the legislature, was the bill to start paying back. It's going to be a long payback, but it'll go all the way into 2026. But it is going to be done. And also, he said that he thinks he's got the economy coming back, and of course, he's not going to pay any salary until it does come back.
Yeah.
But I think he's doing an outstanding job, and I want to commend him. I think he's the people's. I think he looks to see what the people need. He's kind of the same kind of governor George Wallace was, I think.
I think he's done really well as governor, but I think he's having a little trouble now. He's proposing that the teachers get a raise.
Yeah.
And I think he's getting a little opposition to that, but overall, I'm like Tom. I think the governor's done a great job.
We'd like to tell our folks in the control room that Tom Drake is on 81 on the other switcher, so if you're wondering why you can't get him, it's because you don't have the slide up. Well, one of the things that the state legislature is considering is, and others in Montgomery, is taking advantage of some of the tightening of security, you might say, in terms of, Ted, you want to come over and take my place, and then I'll go in there and fix it. This on the Navy mic, Navy 1. But one thing they're doing is they're wanting to try to entice these manufacturers of some of these weapons. They're making restrictions tighter in Colorado, for example. The State House of Representatives approved a bill that would ban high-capacity magazines of 15 rounds or more. The manufacturer, Magpul Industries, has already expressed their desire to leave the state if this becomes law. And so the Alabama's Commissioner of Agriculture, John McMillan, is extending an invitation for them to come to Alabama if they do so. It looks like our legislature, and I noticed that Randall Shedd's campaign has taken on our Second Amendment rights. Let's protect our weapons.
Well, I went down day before yesterday to listen to Senator Shelby, Richard Shelby, a good friend of mine, always been. We went to law school together and served in the legislature together. I went down to listen to what he had to say about that very thing. And he was very strongly saying that he was going to support to the hill that Second Amendment thing.
Yeah.
You know what? I saw on TV last night, the governor on most of those things, the President of the United States, with the people, he leads in the polls, when they're doing the polls. In most of those issues, he's ahead of what it is, like gun control. He's not saying take away the guns; he's saying the way to stop the military type guns. I think that's what he said. But anyway, most of the time he's leading in the polls on different issues that come up. So I don't know what the outcome will be.
I don't know. I've not seen any movement on the issue. I've not seen any attempt. I know he was going out and trying to get public support for this, and by bringing in victims of shootings and such, family members of individuals who've been shot and killed by these automatic weapons. But I think that, again, like we mentioned last week, the issue to me is if they can go after this amendment and change it, what else will they go after? I mean, you got the people who see the black helicopters or hear them, they don't necessarily see them. People who are skeptics say, look, we've already got these drones that people can use, you know, and such. In fact, there is a House Bill 87 in the Alabama legislature says that any Alabama judge who can issue a search warrant can issue a warrant for the installation of a tracking device, so they can start tracking. I just assumed that everybody had that ability or that authority as long as it was issued by a judge, but I guess not. I don't know. Government to me is almost becoming stifling. I mean, it's like they want to justify their existence, and they want to control more and more. You know, school lunches for kids, and that's not working too well because of the fact that kids are getting plain cooked vegetables and such as that, you know, not very big portions and such. And many school systems are opting out of that thing, I know, and they've got to serve wholesome meals anyway.
You know, George, I agree with you. The government's trying to get into people's, too much into the people, telling them what they need to do and what they don't need to do. And that needs to be stopped, but it's, you know, they got a very difficult problem with about the guns and, you know, about schools. How are they going to finance all these deputies they hire for schools, you know? Mm-hmm. You know, that's a lot of money that they're going to have to come up with.
It is.
And the education's already short, so.
Let's take a break about quick, and then we'll be back to this subject after these words.
There's stuff around your house, but we don't make stuff. We make ovens. Dual fuel, double ovens. And they bake so evenly that now delicious is something you can depend on. We only make things for one room. The best room. Your kitchen. We're devoted to it. And you can feel it in everything we make. Nobody knows the kitchen like KitchenAid.
Overwhelmed by home refinancing offers from telephone solicitors and direct mail advertising, and then find you're not qualified for a specific plan? The Mortgage Center, a hometown lender, compares the rates from all home loan lenders and the qualifications of the various government programs to find a plan best suited to you. The Mortgage Center helps Coleman County people purchase and refinance their homes.
This is Pat Newton. Call us today and let us tailor a loan program to your specific needs and requirements.
Westminster residents enjoy the benefits of a highly trained staff for personal care services, including bathing and dressing, medication management, and a state-of-the-art medical alert system. Each apartment is equipped with high-speed internet access, a flat-screen TV, full bath with grab bars and seated showers, plus kitchenettes, microwave, and refrigerator. Westminster Assisted Living. Come live with us.
At Premier Bank, we take pride in serving our community. We respect our customers, and we've won awards for our ethical conduct. We're motivated to do all we can for you, and we're interested in your banking needs. We're efficient, safe, and sound, and our relationships with our customers are second to none.
At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Welcome back to That's Politics, our panel. We're talking about the issues that's before the Alabama legislature now, the issue of gun control and trying to preserve the Second Amendment rights. I think they're trying to find a way to reinforce that. And you've got some sheriffs across the nation who say that if they feel that the law is unjust, whatever comes down the pike, that they're not going to enforce it. And that's going to lead to some...
The one thing I was looking at was this sheriff, I believe in Perry County, is talking about the fact that, these sheriffs all give out gun permits to carry guns, and he's very much interested in that. He don't want that done away with, but they're trying to make that so that, you can't necessarily have a gun, and he wants them to more carefully look at the people that they give these permits to, and I think that should be done. That some people don't need a permit.
Is Roger Bedford's efforts to get the right for an employee to take his weapon to his work, to the parking lot where he works, as long as it stays in his car, is that a good bill or not?
I don't see anything wrong with it myself.
What do you think, Mr. Burleson? What do you think?
I don't know. Like I was talking a while ago, these people have got a tremendous problem as to what to do about guns. And you got finances you got to look at. Can the schools afford to pay all these people to come and patrol it? And they just got a lot of problems that they got to face. And I don't know. I'd hate to be the one to have to be involved in trying to do it, because it's just...
In Coleman County, you've got basically two systems. You got the county school system, you got the city school system. The cities, the number of schools they have is far lower than what the county has to deal with. I don't know, 4 schools or something like that in the city of Coleman. And that's, if you put, as they are going to do, they're going to assign retired policemen to those campuses to watch during the day. But for the county, you've got like 26 different schools, and it's going to be, that would be a heck of a salary, an obligation to do that. We don't know what the answer is going to be to that, though.
That's the problem. Is what are you going to do? You got a situation you need it, but you hadn't got the money to do it.
The thing is, if we stop this, there's so many. I'd be afraid to guess just how many thousands, millions of weapons there are out there in this country. And if they outlaw them, they're still going to be out there. And the people who are intent on doing mischief are going to do it with or without.
They'll never outlaw guns. None in the United States. They'll never outlaw the regular guns like pistols and shotguns and all that. Now they might try to outlaw military types of things.
Yeah.
I believe that's
Well, I don't think that average person out here on the street needs to have a military gun anyhow. That's one of the big problems, and I think that something needs to be done about that. I think that these, guns that shoots 100 shells or something like that, I don't think people should have that.
Yeah.
I think that should be governed by the military.
I think that's right, but I think the policemen ought to have they ought to give them permit to carry those guns, because they've got to match up with these crooks out there that's got those guns.
Yeah. Right.
And I think they ought to be permitted to carry. Policemen ought to be permitted to carry those military type guns.
Well, just like I was talking about these gun permits and all that, I know Sheriff Cramp Waltrip used to. He wouldn't issue any permits like that. But then when they started, giving the money to the sheriff's department to do things that they need to do, well, I think that's one of the things that why a lot of sheriffs like to sell a lot of permits.
One thing the legislature is doing is they are tightening controls for abortions in Alabama. Right to life, or I should say abortion right, women's rights, that side of the issue, they believe in abortions. Those people seem to think that they're trying to stop abortions in Alabama. But one of the things that the bill that they're working on now would provide for is that a doctor performing an abortion would have the ability to admit a woman to a hospital. Apparently, no, not now. So that brings public hospitals or private hospitals into the equation. Is that something you think that will ever pass? You think that people will ever accept that in Alabama?
I don't know. I really don't know about that one.
I don't know either. I know the majority of the people probably in Alabama would be against abortion, period.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's a reason that you see the Democrats lost a lot of strength because of abortion and and same-sex marriages and all that. And I think the majority of the people would be against anything that would be aborting kids.
We got about a minute left. Let me get your reaction to Kim Cheney changing to the Republican Party. What do you think, Mr. Drake?
Well, there's a lot to say about that. If you go to get elected in Coleman County at this time, it looks like that you almost got to be in the Republican Party, and we had an example or two of it here this time. So I don't know that.
Yeah.
If you want to get elected strong enough, it looks like you got to do something, because right now the Democrats in Alabama are hurting, but it's not that way everywhere. It's just 3 or 4 of these states down here in our part of the country. The Democrats are just not doing good, but in other parts of the country, it looks like the Democrats are doing real well.
Mr. Burleson?
As a citizen, I don't think it makes no difference with me. Kim Cheney is going to be a good judge regardless of whether he's a Democrat or whether he's a Republican. So I don't think the people have lost a thing by him changing as far as services.
Right.
So,
I agree with you on that wholeheartedly. I think he's a good judge and has done well, and just like Senator Shelby, he's a very personal friend of mine. He used to be a Democrat, and now he's a Republican, and I think he's doing a good job. Did a good job as a Democrat, and I think he's doing a good job as a Republican.
We're out of time, guys. Thank you. Appreciate your comments on some of these issues. More of Today on 2 after these words.
At Premier Bank, we're a bit old-fashioned. We actually answer the telephone when you call. However, old-fashioned doesn't mean we aren't up to date. With the latest technology, Premier Bank meets the various needs of our customers. Mobile smartphone banking, internet banking, ATMs, convenient offices. At Premier Bank, we have the right products right now with good old-fashioned customer service. At Premier Bank, we put the customer first.
Fire, accident, storm, they all happen in Coleman County. And for 3 generations, Night Free Insurance has been there for you. Continuing today with Elliott and Westcott Free, customizing your life, home, auto, and business insurance with auto owners. Call Westcott, Elliott, Judy, Tina, Angie, or Karen. Night Free Insurance, where people are the difference.
Yes, we still have time to give away some prizes.
Excellent.
All right, what do we have for this Friday? We have coffee from Gelato Joe's in the Warehouse District, and we always combine that with KSW colored salt, which is also available at Rumor's Deli. And we have 2 of those gigantic cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery. Those are the prizes we have for today. We'll ask a question about one of the merchant ads. So let's look at one of our ads right now, starting with Yates Chance Christian Bookstore, reminding you that February is Heart Month. They have music, novels, MyEvo tablets, and gifts located in the South Coleman Shopping Center.
And People's Tires are located on Catherine Street. They have daily specials each day. On Fridays, you can get $10 off of brake service, so go out and see them on this rainy day. Service your brakes. People's Tires on Catherine Street.
Sorelli Spring Blooms with Colors of Sorelli at Doug Doggett Jewelers. New arrivals coming in every day. That's why you shop at Doug Doggett Jewelers on Compass Way in Southwest Coleman.
Deb's Bookstore is your hometown bookstore just down the road. Browsers are welcome and gift certificates are available. Used books are half price there every day and new books are 20% off. She's located there on 3rd Street.
Mr. Hicks Menswear, proms just around the corner. I think the next week or 2 are busy times for the proms. Get your formal wear from a trusted source at Mr. Hicks.
And Tires for Less has more than just tires. They offer oil changes, minor engine repairs, and shocks and brakes repairs. Come and see Greg and the guys at Tires for Less. They're on 2nd Avenue on Highway 31.
Barnett Tax Service. Tax returns are available. Electronic filing is done by Elna Barnett, serving Coleman for 41 years, located on Main Avenue Southwest, just north of the post office.
And Spinders Keepers, they have a different store every day with furniture, collectibles, home decor, even jewelry. Looking for a place to sell your antiques? Join their list of local vendors at Finders Keepers.
And the Smart Stretch uniforms are available from Uniform Place, made by Landau, made better, new, breathable, comfortable, and durable fabric.
And the Earl's Body Shop wants to remind you to move over for all emergency vehicles. Earl's Body Shop offers large and small towing, local or long distance. They're located on Highway 31 or at earlsbodyshop.com.
Cups Accounting and Tax Service. Quality service at reasonable rates. Check with Cups before you pay too much. They do personal, business, corporate, and farm tax returns with free e-filing. And there we go with some of our merchant ads. Interesting question for today. The Bearcat Disc Golf Tournament is sponsored by one of our advertisers.
Yes.
Which advertiser are we talking about? This is a new event, I think.
Yes,
yeah. The Bearcat Disc Golf Tournament is sponsored by which one of our advertisers? 256-734-7399 is our telephone number. And boy, you win 3 prizes today if you can give us the right answer. 2 cupcakes from Frosting's Bakery, KSW colored salt. You probably want red salt for February.
Oh, yes.
Hard month. And, of course, coffee from Gelato Joe's in the warehouse district.
And that KSW colored salt is a great way to monitor your salt intake, which can really help your heart. You can see all of the salt that's on your food.
You don't hide it.
Don't hide it. And once you use that salt one time, you realize exactly how much food you put, or how much salt you put on your food.
Okay,
because
that's a good idea.
You could end up with red or blue mashed potatoes real quickly. Oh, yes.
Well, tell us now, who is sponsoring the Bearcat Disc Golf Tournament? Make you think a little bit today. I think we only ran that ad this week, didn't we?
That's right.
Okay, we got no phone calls. Well, I guess we'll show you the ad and give you the details. Baldwin Counseling Center. No, they're not sponsoring this disc golf tournament. Dr. Howard Rogers says help is a phone call away. 256-737-3087.
And Autotech Foreign and Domestic Repair and Service. See David Methvin at his new location in Vinemont, Alabama, beside Ridgemont Community Church.
And Dairy Queen's Blizzard of the Month is Choco-covered strawberry, good for the next several days in February. Strawberries and Choco Chunks and soft serve.
Mullins Body Shop, you've counted on them for over 50 years for auto body repair and towing, and you can still count on them today. Call Sunny, Stacy, Beth, or Jim at 734-1353.
Miss Elda Barnett operates Barnett Tax Service. She does bookkeeping services for small businesses, preparing W-2s and 1099s. And, of course, she can help you get your refund in a variety of ways. Barnett Tax Service.
The difference is not when you open our bottle, it's when you open our door, providing immunizations including flu, pneumonia, meningitis, shingles, and whooping cough. Borden Family Pharmacy on Highway 157. They're a good neighbor pharmacy.
And Renard's Gallery and Gifts, an art gallery for viewing and for purchase. But that's not all. They have gift items, they have jewelry, custom framing done by Dennis Burse at Renard's Gallery.
And Night Free Insurance has been providing insurance coverage for over 3 generations. They're one of the top 10 growth agencies in the state of Alabama for auto owners.
Medical Arts Apothecary, a trusted part of your family for 50 years, caring for you and your family, located on the corner, block south of the Coleman Courthouse. Medical Arts Apothecary.
The Bearcat Open Disc Golf Tournament will be held at Heritage Park on Saturday, February the 23rd at 9 a.m. Registration opens at 7:30 a.m. and that's sponsored by Coleman City Parks and Recreation.
And there we go with our merchant ads for today, and I think we have a birthday or two to talk about.
That's right. On this Friday, Zachary Waddell celebrates a birthday. And on Sunday, Robert Harris celebrates a birthday. And now it's time to draw for our 8x10 portrait from Baker Photography and our ice cream cake from Dairy Queen.
Okay, let's give our birthday prizes to Zachary. His birthday's today.
Well, happy birthday, Zachary.
And let's see, we didn't have any anniversaries to report this
No
week.
anniversaries this week.
Stay tuned. We'll have our community billboards and a look at the weather right after this.
In the nation, we can't make every annoying thing disappear, but we can eliminate deductibles. Nationwide insurance members who add Vanishing Deductible get $100 off for every year of safe driving. Join the nation where deductibles go.
Nationwide is on your side.
Selling cookies is about the big picture.
You have to have a goal.
A big goal. Something you and your team want to do in the world.
We choose
Where the money goes.
a trip, an adventure,
Helping people out. Helping a lot of people out.
and about the money.
We are responsible for it.
Handling it, managing it,
Tracking it.
doing great things with it.
This is business.
Girl business.
The biggest girl-run business
In the world.
Did you think this was just about cookies?
And Channel 2 Community Billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. The Little Black Dress Charity Bash will be Saturday, February 23rd at Terry Pines Country Club. Doors open at 6:30. It includes specialty food and beverages and even music. Single tickets are $75. The dinner fundraiser that's sponsored by the Child Development Center will be Friday, March 1st from 4 to 7 at the Child Development Center on Highway 31. And the Coleman MS Walk will be Saturday, March 9th at Heritage Park. Check-in will be at 8 a.m. and the walk begins at 10 a.m. Come out and support those who are suffering with MS. Our community billboards are brought to you by Pepsi and Coleman Jefferson Gas. If you have a billboard you would like to email us, please send it to channel2coleman@gmail.com, fax it to 734-7680, or friend us on Facebook, Channel 2 Coleman.
Our weather forecast brought to you by Mitch Smith Chevrolet. Make the switch to Mitch. Another rainy weekend. Slight chance of rain today, otherwise cloudy. Mild temperatures, however, with a high of 62. 40% chance of rain again tonight. Low of 38. 20% chance of showers or thunderstorms tomorrow with a high near 58. That's our program for today. Thank you for watching Today on 2.
Have a great day.